How's it going? Michael Morse here in the Gorilla Shop, and today I'm going to show you how I turned this wooden prototype folding knife into a 3D model in Fusion 360. Yeah, right now it's a little janky, but once we get in Fusion 360, it's going to force me to really think about some of the dimensions and the way this knife fits together. So if you work in Fusion 360 at all, maybe you do 3D printing or whatever, there might be something in this for you. So let's head on upstairs and hop on the computer. Okay, so the first thing I did was I imported the sketch of my knife into Fusion 360 using the Canvas import, and along the way I drew the blade a little longer because I realized it was too short. So this is my sketch, okay, and then after that what I did was I did an outline around the sketch. So let me show you what that looks like now. So there's my handle, one of the handle sides, and then my blade right here. Let me take away the sketches so you can see those clearly. So then that's what I had. I sketched that out carefully around the edges. That took a while to figure out, but maybe I'll do a video on exactly how I made this knife in the near future. So after that, what I did, as you can see, this is just a flat sketch on a flat plane. So the next thing I did was I extruded these sketches here. So let me show you what that looks like. The blade, there's that, extruded that, and both sides of the handle. And obviously I'll move those where they are supposed to go. So this is my knife. Let me remove the sketches so you can see that better. Alright, so here it is right here. I like it. I like the way it looks. I like the flow of it. Let's see what it looks like when it's folded. So I'm going to grab this blade here and whip it around. Alright, I like that. I like that. I'm acting like it's the first time I saw it, but it's not. I've seen it plenty of times. But I really like the look of this, this folded knife. Let me remove this top handle piece and show you something here. So this is the blade folded. Stopper pin right there stops it from going any further. And probably what I'm going to do is move this hole out here to the belly of the handle, the belly of the beast right here, so they're all evened out. So 3 points of attachment here for the handle, make it more rigid. Let's see what else. I noticed earlier today that this piece of the blade actually sticks out beyond the handle, so I'm going to adjust that a bit too. And then it's all, and these are rough measurements, so I will have to make a lot of adjustments, I'm sure. So we fold it back out, and boom, it stops on that stop pin there. I need to figure out the angle of the back of this blade. I'll probably extend it. I'll extend this out a little bit more, and then I'll start off with a 7-degree angle here. Bought a 7-degree tapered ball end mill today, so to wait for that to come into the mill. I may have to adjust that, not sure. It's all going to depend on how this prototype machines out. And so for the hardware, I am eventually I want to machine all the hardware, of course, except for the bearing. Can't machine that. But for right now and for just the prototype, I'm going to buy all the hardware. Actually, I did that earlier today. I purchased from Alpha Knives. I purchased the 0.187 inch flat head pivot. I also purchased the pivot screw that goes on this side of the pivot. So I'll adjust the model accordingly to fit that. I also purchased some bearings here and some stainless steel washers and some stopper pins. And then I couldn't find any standoffs, backspacer standoffs. So I found some that I liked on knifekits.com. These here are 0.19 inches tall. So I think that's going to work out. My blade is going to be about 1/8 of an inch thick, maybe a little more. So yeah, definitely going to have to do some fine tuning after I machine this first prototype, but I don't know until I machine it what I need to adjust. So like I said, this is my first folding knife to machine. So I am open to whatever comments or suggestions you might have. Just leave them below this video in the comments section. I promise I'll hear you out. I'll look at it, I'll reply. But whatever advice you can give me, that's great. I've machined a lot of other things, but never a folding knife, and I've always wanted to. So that's an update for now. Maybe next video we'll actually jump onto the machine. I've ordered the material, the metals, and probably do the prototype handle out of aluminum, and probably the blade out of 303 steel just for now, and just make sure it all fits up right. Then I'll spend the money. I don't know what blade steel I'm going to use yet, so if you have a suggestion, please let me know. A blade steel that is preferably easier to machine, but if not, I'll figure it out. So yeah, let me know that, and hopefully next video will be on the machine, or the video after that will be on the machine. I am going to add some details to this knife here. I'm going to put some texture on the handle, or do something. I know I want to kind of put a bevel on, a slanted bevel on these hand indentions here, kind of slanting them back toward the back of the knife. But I'm not sure what else I'm going to do. Probably put a logo right here on the blade. But anyway, fun stuff. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned for that video on Fusion 360 if you're into making models in Fusion for 3D printing or machining or whatever. Anyway, hope you have a great Thanksgiving, and I will see you later.